Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Thank you for joining the podcast. I'm here with Kevin. Say hi, Kevin.
Hey, what's up?
I'm here with Chris. Say hi, Chris.
What's up, followers?
And I am Alex. And for today's podcast, we'll be discussing three topics. For the first topic, we're just going to jump right in. It's going to be education. And that is Chris's topic. So, Chris, take it away.
Well, what I personally think is that I think education is just things you can learn about, and it depends on on the teachers if you can have a good education or bad education. It just depends on the teacher and what you learn about.
Yeah, if you have a good teacher that makes it exciting to learn, you're going to want to learn. If you have
Well,
a bad teacher, you don't want to learn.
I only had a couple good teachers, so it was very hard for me to learn.
One
I
comes to
feel you.
mind. One comes to mind when I think of a good teacher.
Yeah, same for you. Same here.
One comes to mind.
My
I'm
what's
Um,
a
not
teacher?
gonna say any names.
yeah.
So
But another thing I feel about education too, it also depends on the motivation of the student of what they want to learn. Because
Yeah.
yeah,
sometimes they get stuck into a topic they don't care about because it doesn't affect their their occupation or anything like that. So it's just it's not they don't see it as valuable.
yeah. Like find X. Like what?
Oh, algebra you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And I understand that, like, you need to learn like the basics and stuff like that. But I kind of agree that there's some things that you don't need to know unless you're doing a certain job or anything like that. Like, like you said, if you're becoming a teacher, like a history teacher, I don't think you need to know about how to find X if for anything like that. I
yeah. Like a
understand if you're,
PE teacher.
yeah, or like a PE teacher. Like I understand if
Yeah,
you're doing it for the like construction and stuff like that, that makes sense. You need to figure out like the distance between like this or like this angle or something like that.
Yeah. What do you guys think about education?
Um,
I think it has its pros and cons.
yeah,
The
education
education
really
system
does have its
itself.
pro and cons.
Yeah.
Like classes are big now, so students can't do their one-on-one topic, one-on-one time with the teacher.
Yeah, and a
Even
lot
if
of
they
times,
really need it.
yeah, a lot of times it's a lot more difficult for students nowadays to get the help they need in order to understand a subject. Because I understand a lot of people are good at some things while some are better at others. So it makes sense that they would need that extra assistance to help them out. Um, like I don't know about you guys, but for sure my best subject that I was good at was math, but I sucked at history.
English.
Yeah, yours.
Mine
I
Oh, yours
was
rocked in
English.
English.
I rocked
English.
that.
Honestly,
What's
I
it?
was. I know it sounds funny, but I wasn't that good at English. Like I
We
was a 50-50 at English. It was
I feel
always
I
a
you.
murdered the
yeah.
English game.
um, I know. For like some of our friends, like Jacob, he's good at history. So was James.
James
You,
was a killer in history.
huh?
James was a killer in history. He knew his shit.
If people knew who James was, that would be a messed up joke to say. uh, that was a good joke, but yeah, but there's also a lot of like, there's a lot of problems that I have with the way the school does certain things,
Yeah, I
like
want to mention the lunch.
Yes.
yeah, the lunch, the food that they give,
Yeah,
like, I know like not every school is the same and all that, but like, at least for our school, um, their
It
lunch is
was
like terrible. Yeah, I mean their little thing of breakfast was a Pop Tart. I mean
and
like,
some hard pancakes.
oh yeah. I
hard
mean
ass pancakes. Yes.
actually we never even got like hard pancakes or like pancakes unless it was an event.
No, we did. We had those those mini
Oh yeah,
microwavable pancakes.
we got the like the last year of our high school experience. So
Yeah.
um But on the topic of that, I mean, like they don't they don't give students like a good meal for them to continue on their day of learning.
It affects our education
Yeah.
on learning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I
you
don't know
need.
about you guys, but I can't pass a test on an empty stomach.
Well, I don't know about you, but I can't like continue my like half the day without feeling like so drained and tired about going to sleep, about ready to go to sleep.
And when you did eat the school's lunch, you just felt sick.
Oh
Yes.
my, you don't understand how many times I've gotten like I gotten like food poisoning.
Oh, one too many, all too
Yeah, I
many.
remember you guys
That shouldn't
noticing
be
the first
happening
time.
in school.
I know you guys seen me get food poisoning
Yeah,
because
we
It
you
did.
guys
shouldn't be
you guys
happening
know
at
how I
school.
act. You guys know how I act when I'm sick or something like that.
Even Alex, he got so many like pink patties.
Oh yeah.
He showed us. It was terrible.
I had friends that got in like rotten like that got in rotten bread, or like for me I got in like rotten oranges before. Um,
Oh yes,
yeah,
rotten bananas, a lot of those.
rotten
Yes.
apples. Yeah. Um, and then like their salad, like, dude, how can you mess up a salad?
They put Cheetos in it.
They put Cheetos, and not only that, it's like a handful of like spinach, and then like the rest of the other half of the container, and it's a pretty big container. Um, it's covered with cheese, and then
Ew.
on the top of it, you get the little sprinkle of chips. And I know a lot of people say this is a joke, but it's no joke. I wish I had a picture to prove it, but it's not. I don't.
I wish it was a joke. Like students shouldn't be getting food poisoning eating school's lunch.
And even some
I got
people
a
don't
food
eat.
poison eating a basic sandwich. A
Yeah,
basic
they gave mess
sandwich.
up sandwiches.
Like, how do you mess up a ham sandwich to give someone food poisoning from it?
They even mess up the ham sandwiches.
Yeah, that was the first time I got food poisoning. It was with a
Oh
ham
really?
sandwich. Yeah, it was with a ham sandwich.
I used to love
If you want,
those.
if
I
you want food
remember, yeah.
poisoning, you go for the chicken sandwiches.
Oh, I went for
Oh yeah,
that.
chili sandwiches,
Yeah,
but
I've seen that one get bad. I mean the only safest one that's kind of safe is the taco nada, but
Oh, taco olives. Ooh,
yeah,
taco nothings.
yep. They
taco
were
nothing.
they were the only like decent thing to get. Like the hamburgers, it's a 50-50. The chicken sandwiches were more common to get like either them to be not fully cooked or like something wrong with it. If you get like the little, I think they're called Crunchables or something like that. It's like the PB&J like
Yeah,
sandwiches, but like that's circular. A lot of times those will become popsicles. I
yeah.
mean,
Some
if you
some
want
of
a
them
nice ice
Oh, if
they
cream,
you're
would
that's
be
getting
good.
this,
frozen.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, if you like if you like that as an ice cream, then yeah, go for it by all means. But that
you do
imagine
you.
yeah, but imagine like you feeling that it's soft on the outside, and then as soon as you take a bite,
Oh
you get like a
yeah,
chipped tooth.
yeah. Oh, I hated that.
I remember like one
Especially,
time I grabbed one of those and and it felt soft on the outside because of the bread. And as soon as
uh,
I bit into it, I bit into the like to its frozen part, to its frozen side, and
mhm.
like I remember like my tooth started hurting the rest of that day because it was so
Yeah.
rock hard.
Schools just focus on the wrong things. That's all it was.
Yeah, I mean,
They think it's good, but it's really
yeah.
not.
They think they know what's good for the students, but they don't.
Well,
And I'm not saying all schools are
actually,
like that, but the ones I experienced.
actually, that's not even 100% correct too, because even our school know that that was a bad thing. The teachers knew about it. I remember a few of my teachers, our wood tech teacher, my English teacher, and I think he said even your PE teacher said that a lot of the things they give is
Yes,
just terrible.
it was just bleach,
Yeah.
chemicals.
Oh yeah. By the way, for anyone that ever thinks that Pop Tart is a part of a healthy breakfast, you
It is
really
not.
don't haven't gone to school because if you read the ingredients, that's basically nothing but sugar. It's nothing healthy. It's literally chemicals or sugar.
It's barely even food.
Actually,
Yes,
it's
I
more
agree
considered
on
like a
that.
sweet or like a. It's more considered like something like a dessert,
Snack?
but yeah, it kind of like a dessert type of snack, like a pastry. But it's not at that point. If you're gonna eat something that's one that's not even that tasty, you might as well go for something for like an actual cupcake or something.
I know.
Um,
Go get those chocolate muffins.
yeah, go with the chocolate
Yes, we used
muffin.
to have those.
That
Those
at least that has something that's better for you.
has some type of protein or
Yeah, it
something
has
that
that
would get
some type
you.
of nutrient.
Yes.
It's still not good, but at least you get something. And changing the topic of like going on to the teacher topics. Uh, I miss the days when or I kind of like miss how like some teachers will give you like um, the special need that you need, the extra attention that you need to help you understand the topic. Because I know a lot of teachers they don't do like the after school tutoring and stuff like that. Don't you guys
Which
recall?
is I don't get why. Like it's something simple, something helpful. You get paid for it.
I've had some teachers tell me that like, oh, I don't do after school tutoring because I'm busy after school, and
I
even
get
though they
some.
just go home and
Yeah, a
do
lot of
nothing.
times it's just the teachers are so like either they don't care about their jobs or anything like that, and they mainly do it for the cash. Not saying all of them do it because I know there's some teachers that love their job and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there's some that hate that doesn't they don't really like their job, but they only do it for the money, and so they don't really care if they like how it affects the students because a lot of teachers they do not know how to teach. Um,
Yeah, I agree.
mhm. Like
I had a friend.
yeah.
I had a friend
Continue.
walk up to his math teacher one time. He asked for help. It was an after school tutor. He asked for help, and all she said was, "Check your notebook."
Oh yeah,
It's
like
like
no doubt I've had that happen to me
the
before.
students don't learn that way.
Yeah, no. One of the biggest persons that actually does that often is that used to do that was my physics teacher back in junior year, and yeah, I think yeah it was junior year. He would like he would have us write down everything in a notebook, and the thing that sucked about it too was that he would change the slide every minute, like not even joking. You only had less than a minute to copy everything down.
That was my geometry teacher as well.
Yeah,
I
that
mean, not geometry, geology.
so it does happen. I mean, there is
It
teachers
does.
that do that. Um, and then they end up questioning how come we don't pass it or something like that, or it's like oh it's so easy, but they don't make it they don't give the the time for a student to understand it and stuff like that. Like it I remember that it got so bad that they actually forced him to actually like put everything onto a Google Docs and share it with the class. That's how bad it got.
Who
The,
forced them to do that?
One student actually went to the office and actually mentioned it. Actually, no, not the office. The district. They went to the district.
Oh
good.
wow!
Yeah,
He said something about it. That's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Stand up for
Once
what you believe in.
they
Yeah.
tried mentioning it to his face, but he didn't really do much about it. He's like, no, that's enough time, and he goes and talks to the one fast student that takes a picture of it and literally just says that he's done and just writes a few things. And that was his like, okay, I can go and change it now. But not everyone's the
That's what.
same. Not everyone's the same.
That's
So if
like a
anything, go to the
Yeah, that's like
slowest
another
person.
thing about public schools. Like when you're in a big class, you're not gonna learn at your own pace.
Oh yeah, no, you have to learn the at the same pace as everyone else. But that's the thing. Everyone learns at a different pace. You can't just expect everyone to learn at the exact same way. Like a lot of teachers have taught us that there's different methods of teaching. So if there's different methods of teaching, and some learn better, some or people learn it better um, in a different way than others, then isn't there? Doesn't that mean that people also learn at a different pace?
Yeah, everybody learns in their own different way.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure it like for Alex, you said that you're really good at English. Uh,
Yeah.
I bet you it would be way easier for you to learn a topic on English than it would be for like me or Chris. And since I'm good at math, I'm pretty sure it would take you a lot longer to understand a topic that, or to understand a problem of math like me that I would know. Like let's say parabolas,
History.
yeah, or history. Jacob would learn that thing easy. So would James. But for me, I'm terrible at history. My
Just
sister knows
depends
history.
on the person, really.
Yeah, it depends on the history, and it also depends on their motivation for it. Because some people like certain subjects more than others, and
Yeah.
obviously, depending on the subject that you like more, you're gonna understand that topic or that subject more, way more. You're gonna understand it way more better than someone that doesn't like it.
Yeah. Like me, I learn better like hands on. Some other students may learn better face to face or like a slide maybe, a presentation.
For me, I think for me, I either learned hands-on or I'm visual.
Yeah.
Same.
I learn visually
It's
and
like,
hands-on.
and
And
at
by the way, there
school,
is a huge
you're
difference. There
gonna
is a huge difference for
at
people
school
that
you're
don't
gonna
know.
learn whichever way the teacher wants to teach you.
Hmm.
Yeah, you learn every type of way, whichever.
Whichever the teacher preference, because there's some that their thing is, you got to read it by the book, like an actual book, and then there's some that do visual learning where they'll get like pictures and stuff like that, and then there's some that does hands-on learning, so like wood tech or like
So,
what's
ceramics.
ceramics. And not gonna lie, believe it or not, even though I didn't like it, my junior history class, he actually did some hands-on learning by actually taking class field trips to like history museums and stuff like that, or even travel to different parts of the states on field trips.
That's good.
No, yeah, it was cool, but it was pricey. But honestly, if I had the money, I probably would have gone on some of those. I
They
mean,
were
like,
expensive,
yeah,
huh?
yeah. The cheapest was like 200 in advance, and I think and that was like,
Oh,
and the most common ones that he has, they were like 500 or like 700.
oh.
Yeah, they were
Most
expensive.
students, yeah, I could see most students struggling to go on those field trips.
I know, and I would have wanted to go on some of those because it is a good visual way to learn about our history. Because he would go to like national monuments and stuff like that, and we would get to explore the U.S. and learn about its history,
Yeah,
like in person. And that's fine. I mean, like teachers have their own methods, but like at least he attempted to show the different methods in different ways. I mean, I understand like you said, most students can't pay that. But at least that's a good step forward into the actually doing that.
yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Students
like
won't even go. Teachers
yeah,
won't even go through that effort.
yeah, and I understand. Our WOTEC teacher did that a lot. Like,
Yes,
and
he did.
one of the best places to go around here to go was to Sam's house. What was his last name? Uh,
Yeah. If you guys don't know what that is, it's like a museum for woodchuck.
yeah, it's a famous carpenter that he was a famous carpenter that um he would make a bunch of beautiful random furniture, and he would even customize his own house with some of the things that he found laying around. His the common thing he would like to do is he would go and he would find like glass, like broken things like gears and stuff like that, and he would go home, and he would go and like turn it into something beautiful. For like his windows, every window in at that little house that he had for the museum that he made, that's now a museum, was broken glass that he had found. And
That
he
sounds
read,
awesome.
huh? Yeah, it was broken glass that
Yeah.
he had found. And he ended up like altering it so it had like a nice design for it. So it was pretty cool to see that in person, to go and see things like that. Um, a lot of the things in Woodtech that we also went to do was not everyone went, but I know a few people went, which is we went to the industrial steel factory, and we actually got to see like some of the equipment they use and some of the things that they do with the metal and for the steel, which was awesome by the way, because we seen
I
the.
didn't get to go there.
I know, I saw that. If since you didn't get to go there, they actually showed you a lot of times they would use the steel for like gaming equipment for actual for like a gaming setup. They actually had a gaming setup that they made with just steel, with mainly steel.
That sounds really
Um,
awesome.
they had a
Good
CNC machine.
education.
Yeah, it was. They have they had a CNC machine that was meant to cut the metal. Uh, and they had a bunch of other things, which was I can't really say because I'm not sure how to say it. I'm not sure how to understand it. They showed us like the things they would do for like planes and stuff like that, but some of them I don't recall too well. But nonetheless, that there was a lot of cool things that you can do in certain classes like that. Anything you guys would like to say?
Mm, no, I think you said.
Done? Yeah.
Uh, okay.
Do you guys want to switch to
Yeah.
the next topic
Uh,
or continue?
Sure. I mean,
yeah.
I think we covered what we had to cover in the school system.
If we have anything else, we can return to it after we're done with the
Yeah,
next
we
topic.
can.
Yeah.
That's the power of editing. So
Okay,
that being
continue.
said, we're gonna hop back into the next topic, which is gonna be comparing life back then to now, and that's Kevin's topic. So Kevin, please take it away.
Yay,
Um,
Kevin.
yeah. So first thing, I'm pretty sure most of y'all, especially if you're around like our age of like 18 and 20, or actually even then, as an adult, I'm pretty sure you all had that little conversation with your parents, like, oh, back in my time, you had to do this and this, so like you had it easier now as now than before than what they had. And there's a lot of pros and cons to what they say. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it sounds annoying to hear, but there are some things I do respect about some of the things they had to do. But also another thing too is I don't understand some of the things that they say. Since nowadays, with our time, things have changed, so you can't really compare to the past to now the exact same way. What is your guys' opinion on that?
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that because technology's changed. You know, times change. Things are getting easier. Things are evolving. You know, it's like
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure like when I have grandkids, there's gonna be cars that drive themselves just completely by themselves. So you can't blame people for using technology that makes life easier.
yeah,
Because like if they had it back then, they would have used it back then.
yeah, and I agree with that. But uh, thinking about it, I personally wouldn't want self-driving car. Not because I don't think that it would work. It's mainly because it takes the fun out of learning how to drive.
Yeah, it's like computers crash. You know, something can go wrong.
Yeah, and
So I wouldn't put too much trust in it.
yeah, and not just that. I personally believe that we've gotten a bit too dependent on electronics.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't hate electronics because I do believe that it can better our future and stuff like that. But there is certain things that I don't agree that we need it on. So, for example, um, believe it or not, even though I am young, I don't believe that kids should have a phone at a young age. I remember back then when kids had the imagination to randomly pick up a random object and make it
And play
into
with it.
and play with it.
Yes.
I remember randomly finding a stick and making it into like a gun or a wand or whatever. I remember
I remember going out.
huh?
I remember when people were still going outside to play.
Yeah, and
What happened to those days?
I know people still do it nowadays,
Phones.
but it's kind of sad that
Technology.
yeah, technology, man. I
It's like
I
parents
miss
would be
those
like,
days.
you have all these phones and gadgets and stuff. Back in my day, all we had was sand.
Um, I mean, I
What's
understand.
sand?
Yeah.
What sand?
What's sand?
Oh my god. Uh,
Hey Google, what's sand?
Yeah, it's like what my parents used to say. Like, I wish you would like my brother, my older sibling, because of like how it was back then to now.
And you can't blame
yeah.
them. We're not the ones creating the technology.
I
Yeah.
know. I know. See, it doesn't make sense that you would blame the kid.
I saw a post and it says their generation is mad at us for using what they created.
Yeah.
We didn't make it though.
No, I'm saying
Don't,
like their
don't,
generation, like our parents' generation.
hmm.
But there is a lot of technology that benefits us now. So like computers and stuff like that. That helps. What I don't like is that we've actually lost the skills of like learning cursive and stuff like that. I mean, you can still take a class on learning how to do cursive, but we've gotten to the point where typing's becoming more of like the new writing in pencil and pen. What's your guys'
Do you
thoughts
guys
on
know how
that?
to do cursive? Just out of
No, I can't. I
curious?
can barely read cursive, and that's
Yes,
because I
that's
was
like
never taught. So
I could read a cursive, but it'll be a lot slower than a
yeah,
regular handwriting.
can you write in cursive?
Uh, no, not very good. No.
Yeah, same here. And my
When
handwriting's
schools teach you how
terrible.
to when the school teach you how to write in cursive, all they taught you was your name.
Yeah. Um,
My school
I
didn't teach me
was
how to do
yeah,
cursive.
I was at a point, um, growing up where like they were barely getting off the topic of learning cursive. So I learned a bit and then I stopped and I forgot how to do it. I wish I'd gone back to that. Because learning cursive is nice because imagine you get to see your name and it looks nice. Looks very
It's all
good.
nice and pretty.
Yeah.
It looks pretty.
And
Yeah, it is.
but as we grow
But
up
I do like
now,
handwriting.
I know.
Handwriting. Ah.
Yeah. But as when we grow up like now, looking at it now, since technology has become the new thing, you don't really see people either people that know cursive or you see people that barely even know how to write. Believe it or
I
not,
have sloppy handwriting.
I know I have sloppy handwriting, but at least you can read it.
Yeah, mine
I
is readable, but
yeah.
it's not the best one.
Believe it or not, believe it or not, I know a few people back in high school that didn't know how to write.
Hey,
In
you
high
guys didn't know
school?
how to
Yes, in high
write
school. I
well,
had,
or
huh?
you talking about like sloppy handwriting, or
No, like they don't know how to write in general.
just they
They
don't
couldn't
know
write
like A, B, C?
they couldn't write. They don't
Good
know how
point.
to they didn't know how to spell. They couldn't write whatsoever. So, do you want to know how bad it was?
How bad was it?
They had to get the schools personally gave them either a computer or they got off easy because they didn't know how to write.
School failed them. Almost say the school failed.
Yeah.
School brainwashes their students and just sends them out in the open to live on their own.
Yes.
Hmm.
Hey, good luck. I'm sorry I didn't teach you how to pay taxes again.
Oh,
But good luck.
actually, yeah. If you want to go back on the school topic real quick, there is something I have a big concern about,
Oh, please share.
and I wish I said this earlier. the biggest
Teacher.
concern that I have with schools is they don't teach you the necessary things to survive in life,
To
or at
actually
least they
find
they make, or at least they make it so that it's a recommended thing and not a requirement. I'm sorry, but I know most people don't like math, but financial algebra should be a requirement because that teaches you at least how checks and how to do your finances, how to do your finances.
I didn't take algebra in high school.
Well, financial algebra basically teaches you how to do your taxes, Chris, and how to like write checks and everything.
Okay.
Oh, I learned how to write checks.
Me
Yeah,
too. I learned it in
And that in
my.
computer finance.
huh?
Me too.
You learned it in computer financing?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
actually very.
Hmm. Um, but yeah, but learning how to do your taxes and learning how to actually set up like a W-2 and stuff like that, it should be a requirement. Not gonna lie, it should
I
be a
agree with
requirement.
you. Yes.
That shouldn't have been an option. I don't care about algebra, but if you gave that, at least you gave them a chance to survive. I mean, yeah, hence they use algebra and financial algebra, but at least they teach you how to use it involving money.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, it's not like it's necessary just to do it to you for financial. It's more of like a
It would
recommended.
be very helpful.
Yeah. Because honestly, believe it or not, there is a lot of things that I wish was taught to other people for that. Um, Interesting thing the like I actually never learned how to set up a W-2 until I took that class. I probably would have been stuck and confused reading that form. Oh man, I realized too, if I didn't know that, I think I would have been doomed when it comes to taxes.
I'm doomed.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I think you're barely gonna get off easy, since you know you're like a part time, you do like you're an employee, so I think it would be a little more easier for you guys, and especially since you guys are starting off, so it's not like it's a big deal at the moment. I
They're
know
gonna
it's
teach
gonna be a
us.
big deal later, huh?
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
gonna teach
yeah.
us how to do. They're gonna teach us how to do taxes.
No, and that's the sad thing. You know who might?
No, they won't.
No, you
I wish
know,
they did.
no.
I wish they
You
did.
know what they might end up doing, Chris?
What?
Yeah.
You
What?
might end up having to pay someone to do your taxes. I'm sorry,
I
but
was
you're
just
gonna
gonna do
lose more
that, to be
money.
honest.
Yeah.
Mm,
I mean, it's easier to do that. But if you know how to do it, it actually helps save you a lot of money.
Yeah. What? HRI block. What's good?
No, like believe it or not, if you actually know how to do your taxes, you can actually save a lot more money than you think.
There's an HRI block right across the street from me right now.
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, well, with that thing said, was there any other things that you guys wish that they would have taught you?
Um,
Life.
I would say, buy houses and stuff because not everybody learned that, but I was
Oh,
fortunate enough
actually,
to learn that.
actually, yeah, you know, financial algebra does teach you how to buy houses and pay for cars. They actually do teach you that.
That was a good class to take, man.
I
Yeah, it
learned that,
was.
yeah.
They,
But
they even
not
taught you how to
everybody
rent.
did.
They even taught you like the basics of how to rent a house and how to
That's
actually,
good.
deal with roommates, which was
They
interesting.
That's
taught you
good.
how to deal with roommates.
You know, like the payments and stuff like that. You know how like some
Hey,
people
you
pay.
didn't do the dishes, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You didn't do the dishes, Steve, you gotta leave, dog.
No, like make an agreement, and so like if you go to court, you're kind of safe, or if you get kicked out, you're kind
Leave
of
it down
safe.
in the comments below. Do you hate your roommate?
Okay, well,
Yes or no?
getting off that topic, let's head now. Let's take the little slight turn back into the other topic. If you guys don't have anything
Let's
else to
skirt
say,
skirt back.
yeah,
Let's hit that rewind button and back to comparing lives.
yeah. Um, okay. So, what were some of the things that you remember about your parents, how your parents' life was back then, versus how yours is now?
Oh, the way they listen to music now, because before they used to have
Oh
that big
Oh
yeah.
my,
disc, and now
yeah.
we could have it easy
Oh,
on our
you mean the record?
Hmm.
yeah record
We
player.
went
But
from like
now,
records to like
Uh,
cassettes to like
I not gonna
yeah,
lie,
CDs.
I liked some of how some of the things were back then because it was nice. But the one thing I
You know
wouldn't
what I
be
liked back
upset.
then?
What?
The cars.
Oh yeah, definitely the cars.
yes, some
Um,
cars
Yeah.
Fun fact:
nice,
did you know that cars back then were actually
cheaper.
slightly? Huh? Yeah, they were obviously cheaper. Um, but did you know that a lot of the times the cars there were like tough, so like you're more likely to be fine, safe in the cars back then.
What do you mean
Yeah.
by like they were more tough?
Cars
Just
nowadays are
like the
mainly made of
material they
plastic.
use.
Okay.
Cars nowadays are made of plastic, Chris.
Oh yeah, I know
Cars
that.
back then were more
Yeah.
metal.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, you can say that it's also dangerous, but if you can still die in a car that's made of plastic now?
hmm
I mean, there is a difference. At least a lot of safety
Just
measures
like
were made in the other cars.
go outside and kick your mom's car right now. Call me if it leaves a dent. Leave it in the comments below.
Safe for safety reasons, please do not do that because I do not want anyone to get a spanking. Wait,
Everyone, you
if you
have to
get a
leave it in the
spanking,
comments. Don't listen to Alex, please.
yep. Wait, if you get a spanking, because actually now
Kids,
thinking
go
of
kick
that,
your mom's car. I'm just
actually
kidding. Don't do that.
actually thinking about that, did you guys all get spanked as a kid?
Oh yeah, I got
Yes.
some ass whoopings. Come on.
Would you say that would you say that that's child
And I
abuse?
agree with that too. No, I agree with that. I do believe kids need to get their ass kicked.
And also, I would say
Yes.
that it's gotten worse over the time from back when our parents got it to now, because there's
Yes,
more like
because
child abuse and all of that.
what I believe is Alex said is that it is a necessary thing, but I wouldn't consider it as child abuse, but more of disciplining. There is a limit though.
No,
Yeah.
There is a limit. I understand that you shouldn't like beat your kid to the point where they're bleeding. But maybe like, just to kind of show like, hey, if you continue to do this, like, you're gonna get your ass kicked. Or like your ass
yeah,
spanked, depending on how,
Yeah.
obviously it's a metaphor. They're not
Back
literally kicking your ass. I
that's
mean,
what I meant.
yeah.
back then, every kid got their behinds whooped. It's like
Yeah.
back then, you lit a kid on fire, and it's like, oh, Timmy did school again. No, it's discipline. And now it's like you
Yes,
can't even like flick your kid in the forehead without them calling the cops.
Honestly, that actually
not
happens.
kind. Yes,
Yeah, that
that
actually does
happens.
happens. I've like, if you go online, you can search it. You'll see that there's a bunch of kids that say that their parents abuse them, when in reality, it's not even as bad as they think.
Yo, it's like, oh, I was caught drinking alcohol, so my mom flicked me in the forehead. I called the cops.
Yeah, and
This is why our generation grew up sensitive.
yeah, not gonna
Yes.
lie, I do understand why people, I don't know if you guys know about this guy, but there's this guy named Dan Pena. I like the term that he gave people of that type of generation, those types of people. You want to hear
I've
what they
never
call
heard
them?
of him.
Dan Pena is an old rich man.
Uh huh.
Um, he's very very blunt about everything. By the way, um,
I respect them already.
no, like if he thinks that you're being sensitive, he will call you out on that, and he would not hesitate call you anything. His
Okay.
biggest name
I
for people
respect people
that
like that.
his biggest name for people that he calls some of the generation now that that can't handle anything is snowflakes,
Uh-huh.
and I believe that some people in in this generation are snowflakes because they can't handle a basic argument.
Yeah,
Yep.
You can't.
something goes wrong, you know, it's like
It's
a
on.
tiny
It's on
thing
the
doesn't go
news.
their way,
It's on the
they
news.
they get upset.
Yeah, and not to mention, it's how can you? How did we get to a point where like we can go on live national news just for something dumb as oh this person believes that this that like this for example this color is the best but in reality it's this one.
Remember when the news actually, you know, talked about things that were important?
Oh yeah, I mean
Yeah.
It's
people
like
don't agree with this
it's
now
like
but
nowadays it's
yeah,
like this dog went swimming in the lake today.
yeah. And believe it or not, I know people hate to hear it but a lot of the times I know people are gonna hate me saying this, but the news either gives out fake news, fake stories, or they kind of like sugarcoat it.
Talking to you, Fox News, I know what you do.
I mean, it's true. They even have gotten caught doing it before. So what makes you think that?
Fox News.
Yeah, I know. If they got caught doing it before, what makes you think that they haven't done it before then or after? Just
You
because
know,
they got
yeah.
caught, doesn't mean they're gonna stop. Um,
Exactly, yeah.
yeah.
You know, it's like, what are you doing? Come on, Fox. It's not even only Fox. I'm pretty sure the news stations are doing it.
No, yeah, there is. No, I'm pretty sure it's other ones. Um, but even if you think about that, there is a lot of things that I've even questioned about some of the adults and how they teach their kids. One being the whole telling a kid that you shouldn't do something. And I know for a fact you have something to say about that one, Alex.
Yes, actually, I do. I do not agree with trying to protect a child from everything out there because you know that's not gonna happen. You can't block off every cuss where your child to hear. You can't
I know,
just
and I
you can't just be
know,
like, oh,
yeah,
this doesn't exist, that doesn't exist. No, my baby's not gonna be around that because they're gonna grow up and they're gonna see all that stuff.
yeah,
Go
and they
ahead, Tony.
might end up liking it or anything. Um, I mean, like I know I say some things like that, but there's a bunch of people that say they don't want their kids like learning how to cuss or they can't cuss or anything like that. You do realize as soon as you get out that door and you take them to school, especially if it's a public school, you're gonna hear a lot of cussing. And
Yeah.
I hate that people get so sensitive by cussing that to the point that you can barely say certain things. I understand that people misuse it a lot, and
Yeah.
that's not because the word is bad. It's because they weren't taught how to use the word properly.
I don't think I was taught, guys.
It's okay.
No,
I wasn't
actually,
here.
you're fairly.
If you try to hide something from a kid, you just planted a seed of curiosity inside their minds.
Yep,
And what does curiosity do to people?
it
It
makes
makes
them
them
go do it.
explore.
Yeah, it makes them
Yeah.
curious. It makes them want to go do it. Um, and by the way, yeah, you shouldn't really try to like hide everything from the kids because for one, they're gonna see it anyways. You shouldn't say
Yes.
something exists like, uh, for example, like tattoos and stuff like that. Um, you can't like the more you tell your kids not to, it's just gonna make them curious. You can't just say no and expect them to understand. If anything, you can explain to them why it's bad. Don't stop them, but be like, this is the reason why, and if you do it, it's up to you, but it's bad. But if you plan to
You
do it,
shouldn't drink alcohol because it could mess up your kidneys. It could
it could
put you in the
it could
hospital.
make
It could
you
kill
yeah,
you.
it can kill you
Yes.
if you
You
drink too
shouldn't
much of
smoke
it.
because you could
Yeah,
get lung cancer. You could
yeah,
yada yada yada. It's
and
like
just
But
say
some people,
instead of just saying it's just bad for you, you don't explain it.
they're gonna think like, why is it bad? You didn't
Yeah,
tell me that.
instead of just saying, "Oh, it's bad," say it's bad, but explain it.
because if you
Say
just say it's
facts
bad,
behind it.
they're gonna want to
Yeah,
try it out,
and I understand.
and if they
You know,
like
All
it,
teenagers
I know.
know it's bad. You know, it's like you tell them not to do something, they do it.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So true.
And if you don't explain to them why it's bad, they don't know what they could be getting themselves into.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Um, and I understand that that if it's bad for you, you shouldn't let them do it. But seriously, they're gonna get if you keep telling them, they're especially for teenagers, they're gonna find a way to get it. No lie,
Yeah,
no one's
it's
innocent.
not
I'm pretty
hard.
sure.
It's really not.
Honestly, I've seen a lot of people. Actually, yeah, not gonna lie, I think most of the people that I've seen in high school, they either knew how to get alcohol easily or they knew how to get drugs.
Yes, it's like everybody in high
Yeah.
school is selling. It was easy to,
Honestly, yeah, I
learn.
think
It's
it
like,
was the easiest thing to get. And honestly, I
I'm
didn't
not
do
saying to
that.
do it. I'm not saying to do it, guys. Don't do that.
No,
No.
yeah. But I'm
Please
just
don't.
saying. I'm just saying.
Chris, tell them not to do it.
Hmm.
Please do not
Oh, you see,
do
now you
drugs
guys
or
can't do it because Chris
alcohol.
told you not to.
Because I said it. I'm the boss.
Yes, because
He's the
Chris said
bomb.
it.
You listen to him.
But yeah, the more you say something without explaining, they're gonna want to do it, and you plant that curiosity in their head.
Exactly.
Just not saying that obviously it's still not gonna happen, but it does reduce the chances of them doing it.
At least say why. That would
Yeah.
help.
If you say why, it does help out. It does
Yes,
it does give
does.
them a reason not to.
It takes away the curiosity.
Yes. Uh, Another thing too is a lot of people they would not okay. Here's the thing too. You can also, if you don't want your kids to do it, alcohol. Here's an example of what you can do. Not saying to give it to them. Don't think that.
Please don't.
Uh,
Chris, tell them not to do it.
no,
Don't do it.
that's not what I'm saying.
Now you
Listen,
can't do it.
wait. Listen up. Listen up. If you want to take away their curiosity, and if they ask you to try it as a kid,
Take a
here's
little sip.
no, well,
Take a little sip.
Chris, stop it.
Give me a shot glass.
Yeah, stop it. I'm not condoning this. Here's okay. One, even though that is kind of an option, but it's not the best option. What I was gonna
It's
say
not.
is this. Find a drink that's similar to it, that tastes nasty. Have them try that and say it's that. I mean, it gives away their curiosity and be like, oh, I don't like this type of drink. I mean, for example, if you're doing like vinegar, you can do vinegar and you could say that it's whiskey or something. And vinegar is healthy for you, but it tastes terrible. Believe me, I've tried it.
Ate it.
I've tried it, and I had to drink a full cup of it before not lying. That thing is terrible, but
Oh.
it's very healthy for you.
Hell on earth.
Vinegar?
No, yeah, vinegar.
Satan
Outside of
drinks that
vinegar?
for breakfast.
No, yeah, I
Besides
had to
blood.
do that. I actually had to do that before. I actually had to do that for a while, where I would drink like just vinegar, like straight vinegar.
I want to
It's
throw up.
nasty. No, yeah, it is nasty. Not gonna lie. If you give your kids something like that and say that it's the alcohol, one, it takes away the curiosity. It makes them be like
That
in their
too.
head.
Some alcohol actually tastes like that, though.
Huh? Oh
Some
yeah, you know what? Yeah,
alcoholic beverages actually taste
yeah,
like vinegar.
right. So if you want to give them the curiosity, like to help get rid of their curiosity, do that and tell them it's that. Because like I said,
Yeah,
it gets
just lie
rid
to
of.
them. Yup,
Yeah.
just
I know it's not a good
make
thing
them
to
live a
lie.
lie.
I know it's not a good thing, but honestly, it does taste like it.
What parent doesn't lie to their kid?
I mean,
All of them do?
yeah.
All of them do.
All
Every
of them
single
do.
parent lies to their kid.
Okay,
You wanna know
now
how I know? Because you guys let your kid believe Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy is real, and that is a lie.
Kids, if you're watching this,
I'm gonna be
See
the
that.
most.
exit out.
I'm gonna be the most real with you. I'm gonna be the most real with you guys here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Name one person that has never lied.
Nobody. Every
Nobody.
parent I know lied.
I'm pretty sure
Uh,
someone's lied
what's
before
his
that they
name?
were happy about their
Uh,
life, and in reality they're not.
Me right now. Me right now.
That's sadly to say, I kind
Pinocchio.
of have to agree.
Pinocchio can't lie.
Pinocchio?
Oh,
No, he
yeah.
lied. He lied before.
But I mean, is it really a lie if you know it's a lie? If his nose grows?
Uh, No, he's like he has lied before.
Like he can't lie.
Every time he
He
lies,
can't lie.
his nose grows.
Well, actually, no, he had lie, but he got caught by the fairy, so his dad doesn't know that he lied a few times.
I didn't see the movie, so I don't know.
I have. I'm a.
Then stop talking.
I grew a. I had
Oh.
a Disney like
Okay, I'll leave.
family.
Okay, bye. No, I'm kidding.
My family loved Disney, so my family loved Disney, so they watched it.
Mine does too.
I'm a huge fan of Disney. It's all about the movie Cars, though.
Oh, hell yeah. Ka-chow.
Haha.
I am an
Ka-chow,
old.
ka-chinga,
I actually do
ka-chinga.
like old school. Oh, actually, you know what? This is still on the topic of then and now. Movies and shows.
Disney.
Yes.
Movies and shows back then were so good. Now it's just
SpongeBob.
Oh, like Drake and
SpongeBob.
Josh and
yeah, it's just cheesy
iCarly.
jokes. Oh yeah, yeah, those are good.
iCarly was a banger.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you guys know this. Only a few apparently know this.
Old cartoons.
Who
like,
watches Invader Zim? Who watched Invader Zim?
Yes, I love
Yes.
that show.
Dude, have you seen the original Invader Zim's things?
I have. Well,
Not the
back when
movie.
I was a kid. Then
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, that thing used to be like creepier, and now like they made it so cartoonish that people don't like it. Oh, ooh, how about this? Have you guys seen Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yeah.
Oh my
I love
gosh.
that show.
Yes, I love that show.
Courage, dude, Courage.
I'm GS.
I know that thing scared so many people, but that one showed
They
you.
made more?
No, they
Did it actually scare people?
it scared people to the point where they had to cancel it.
For real?
Yeah.
That's why they canceled
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it
Who
scared a
was
lot of people.
scared of it?
A lot of kids.
I mean, I'm not
That's-
gonna lie. They have some disturbing episodes, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't say it's scary.
Yeah, dude, it was, but I loved it.
It was awesome. It
Were
was
you scared of it, Kevin?
Certain episodes I was because of the characters, like the
Was
you know,
it the
the
dogs?
villains. No, the
I
villains.
I remember this one. I remember this one episode where it was like I forgot what his name was, but it was like this guy who would tell like poems. He was like a barber.
Yeah, he was. I think he was like a freaky guy. I forgot.
Yeah.
No, but like oh wait, have you seen the you know which one was a pretty sad episode?
Huh.
The one that talks about Courage's family. I don't know if you guys seen that one.
I recall it, but I don't remember it.
His family was kidnapped and sent to a different planet
By
because
aliens, huh?
no, by Vet.
Oh.
They
Oh,
took Courage got stuck in a fence, trying to grab a ball, and they took him to the vet, and the vet was planning on taking all three of them and sending them to an entirely different planet.
So that's why he can't talk.
No, he can't talk because of what the doctor did.
Well, he can't talk because he's a dog.
Yeah.
But like,
No, actually, his parents talked.
Oh,
parents
okay.
were able to talk.
He did, yeah.
Do you know why he can't talk too well?
Why?
Because when he went to because in that episode, the doctor gave him a special candy. The special candy that he took had glue on it, and
damn.
it got stuck. I think in like the uvula, which is like the thing in the back of your throat.
Uh-huh.
And I think he, in order to get it out of his mouth, he tore it off. Courage tore it off his mouth.
oh,
Yeah, he took it off, and he tried going to the vet to see if he can help. But that's how Courage ended up finding out the vet's plan, which is to sending him to a different planet. And in order to save Courage, his parents like saved him, and they ended up getting sent to that planet, and he ended up losing his parents that day. And then he ended up escaping through a trash chute, and that's how he ended up getting to meet Mario, which is the old lady.
That we all know of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a sad episode. That literally, I think like back then that actually made me cry. Honestly,
I'm
that
gonna
was
watch it now. I'm
that
gonna watch
was
it.
yeah. You can actually search
I'm
it.
looking up Courage the Cowardly Dog scary characters.
Dude, there was a lot. There was one that was like a character in a bathroom or something like that.
Yeah.
You're different better.
Dude, you know which one was you know what actually was more scary for a lot of people? The CGI stuff, the one that looked like that was 3D. That scared a lot of people more because that was like towards the beginning of CGI and things like that. That was the beginning. That was like roughly around the beginning of it. So that's why it scared a lot of people.
Was it the guy that was saying like return the flag or something like that?
There was a bunch of them. There was a bunch.
People were just chickens.
No, but that was because it was meant for kids. But I think honestly, I liked it. Even though it was scary, I liked it. But another thing too is a lot of times people don't realize that a lot of these things they're actually really good for kids. The one thing I disliked, if you want to compare it to then and now, have you any of you guys see the original Teen Titans?
Yes,
I've
those
seen a lot of Teen Titans.
Dude,
I
the
don't know
way
which one's the
they
original.
looked, it was
They were
It was-
amazing.
yes.
If you compare to the original Teen Titans to the Teen Titans now, they ruined the Teen Titans. They made the Teen and even the Teen Titans, the people that made Teen Titans Go know that they made them terrible. Do you want to know how I know
Yeah.
this? Do you want to know how? In one episode, they even made a full-on episode saying of how they were the worst Teen Titans series.
For real?
But for some people, for some reason, people liked it.
A lot of people liked it.
No, yeah, there's actually one episode where they bring in like the Justice League, and the Justice League is basically talking a lot of smack about the Teen Titans Go.
Damn.
And they're saying like, how are you a good cartoon for kids if literally all you've done is literally show kids that one, dumb jokes are good, like fart jokes and stuff like that, and
Damn.
that our books are bad,
Fired.
and that books are bad, and basically imagination's bad, exercise is bad, and and all that, and literally
Eating
that's a full-on episode that they talked a lot of smack about Teen Titans Go. In the episode, that's how bad it was. Even the crew hated it. That's how bad.
Shots fired! Oh my god!
I mean, actually, it was not only in one episode that they did that. I think in another episode too, even the villains, like one of the villains came in and he was like, look at you compared to the old you. The old you was way better, and the new you is just ugh. That's how bad it
like
is.
Teen
They
Titans that
did it
much.
like 2 times.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
But back then too, they taught you lessons. Cartoons used to teach you things, not just entertain you. They would teach you things.
They would.
Like the biggest thing.
SpongeBob taught you how to tie your shoes.
Oh my god.
SpongeBob, yes.
SpongeBob back then used to teach you a lot of things.
Even the way he looked, the old SpongeBob, he
Yeah.
looked a little darker, but now it looks like they added more color.
They added more
They-
to pop
to
to
him.
it,
Yeah, they added more pop to them.
Yes.
which I like.
It
Yeah,
was good, just
I
not
mean-
the episodes.
yeah, it's 50-50. The shows can be 50-50.
Yeah, it's a gamble.
I don't know if you guys ever heard the quote about SpongeBob that they gave. Have you ever heard that one quote where it's just like, "What if I break your trust?" SpongeBob tells Patrick, "What if I break your trust one day?" And Patrick tells SpongeBob, "It was my choice to trust you. It is your choice to prove me wrong."
He said that?
Yeah,
Like
and
they said that?
they said that in one
I
episode.
think that's a fake quote. I think that was a fake quote.
No, it was a real quote. It's a real quote.
What
Like they
episode
said
was
that in the.
I don't recall it, but it was a real episode. But the thing about it is, it was one of those few episodes where you randomly get like a meaningful thing, or like a serious, like you go to a serious topic.
Yeah. Damn.
Every cartoon has that. Did you know Elmo had a serious topic like that before?
Elmo taught kids about death.
Yeah, Big Bird.
He did.
hmm Every cartoon had a serious topic at one point. Obviously, like you guys said, Elmo had the topic about about death. So did that not and like SpongeBob talked about like the ability of like trust and friendship and stuff like that. So shows did have a lot of meaning back then. But compared to now, a lot of it's just like childish. It's just not even good.
They focus more on the entertainment.
They focus more on
Yeah,
entertainment
yeah.
and making things funny than the actual life lesson that you can use. I mean, yeah, because like you guys all know that kid shows you would kind of want when you show a kid a show. A lot of parents would want to show them like shows that teach them something about life.
They have a meaning.
Whether that have like good
Like
meaning, like
Blue
friendship.
Clues.
Blue Clues, dude. Blue Clues.
Blue Clues. Yes.
It threw
Blue
me
Clues
off.
was the.
It threw me off the episode the day I found out Blue Clues was a girl.
Blue Clues is a girl.
Yeah.
I didn't like Blue Clues.
Blue Clue. Did you know the blue dog was a girl and that I forgot what the pink one was. Is a boy.
Why did they do that?
I don't
Why
know.
did they do that?
I don't know, but that one surprised me. I got so surprised. Apparently
Remember
Blue
all
is
the
a girl.
rumors about the guy
The pink one.
that he was like a drug addict and he went crazy.
Steve.
Yeah. But in reality, they only fired him because he was going bald.
Yeah.
The actor or the actual character?
The actual character.
The character, the actual guy.
Yeah, that's.
Wait, what?
I said the actor, like the
Yeah, but
character.
like going bald.
Yeah,
They're the same. They're the same people.
it's an actual person. It wasn't cartoon.
Steve,
no,
dude.
there was the actual
The
human
Steve.
Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was a person. He wasn't a cartoon character.
Oh.
No, he
Okay.
he was the only person, like an actual person in there.
They're saying he went crazy because he spent most of his life just talking to a green screen.
Yeah.
I feel like then probably
But
that makes sense.
But that's not true.
Yeah,
That was just a rumor.
yeah, that was a rumor.
Like he had a life outside of his job.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to my topic. I wanted to talk about COVID-19 and just like quarantine in general, city closing down, and your guys' thoughts and opinions. I really want to talk about. I wanted to bring up the fact that the city's closing down on and off. It's like, especially America. It's like we were the last to close, but the first to reopen, and I don't think that was a very smart move to do.
Hmm.
You guys would say the same thing, right?
Yes.
Um,
And I believe this
yeah.
is the second
Actually,
wave that we're having.
Isn't it second,
Yeah.
third? I think it's second.
I think it's
Second or
I
third
think
wave?
second. I think it's the second one.
I
Second
think
week.
it's second.
What I was gonna say is, I don't think like every state is closing down yet. I know for sure California has been the most stubborn one.
Yeah.
Coronavirus. But because I think in some states they haven't closed down yet, or they're good.
I heard that Arizona was one of the cities that just didn't close down, didn't
Yeah.
wear a mask.
They didn't.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
you could, but it's optional.
yeah, it's optional. Which is fine. I mean, like, personally, I have my own thoughts on the rules of the Corona thing, but I'm curious to hear about what your guys' are.
Honestly, it's just the whole mask thing is getting annoying. It's like I'm not anti-mask. I do believe you should wear a mask and you should wear a mask
Oh,
every time you go
yeah.
outside. But it's like you have to admit it's getting annoying.
Do you want to hear my thoughts about it?
I would love to hear
Sure.
your thoughts about it.
I love
Okay.
that.
So as you as you said, it gets a bit annoying, right?
Yeah.
I understand that we need to wear masks and stuff like that, but I don't see the reason you would need to wear it unless you were sick. I mean, I understand it's that you would wear the mask to avoid getting sick and stuff like that. So
No,
but-
you wear the mask. You wear the mask to help other people from getting sick.
Yeah, but that I mean, like if you wear if the person that's sick wears a mask, then they can't really spread it unless you're just like a random jerk that likes to freaking sneeze at a random kid or like just randomly sneeze at people.
But
But I have a question.
Yeah.
yeah,
Doesn't COVID you can also spread it with like your saliva or by your
Yeah, like
spit?
talking.
Yeah.
Talking, you're spitting while you're talking, even though you can't see it. And you can go 8 days without symptoms. So you can go 8 days without knowing you have it. You go talk to somebody, your saliva gets in their mouth or their eyes or whatever. Then
Yeah.
you just spread it, the
Yeah.
COVID.
So I feel like that's also why we need to have a mask
Yes.
on.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's fair enough to
And
say,
6 feet
but yeah.
distance.
Yes, that's 6 feet.
No, that 6 feet's fine. That's fine by me. I mean, there's
It
nothing
should
wrong
always
with
be like
that.
that, really.
I mean, it
Personal
should.
space.
Yeah, it really should, because I hate when I let's stores for example. I hate it when you go to a store and you have that random that random dude behind you, and he's just like randomly touching you,
Like,
and it's just like,
yo.
ugh,
Like, yo, back up, dog. Back
back
up.
up, man, back up.
I actually have
six
a
feet, please.
story about like of the spitting, but I don't know if I should like share
You
it.
should say it.
Okay, cause a few days ago at work, I was sweeping the store, and
Yeah.
then I just saw some old lady, and she really like she put her mask down and just sneezed like all over, and
Okay.
it even went to like some of me.
Look. Okay. So this is why I said I understand if you wear the mask if you're sick and stuff like that, but that is plain cruel. And this is why this is
Yes.
why I said if you're sick and you wear the mask, you're not gonna really affect anyone else unless you're like that type of person, that person that you just described right now.
Yeah.
I mean, by all means, yeah, you're gonna get the disease anyways. Like, believe it or not, you're gonna get it.
At one point in your life,
Yeah, you're gonna get it, no matter
you
what.
might get it at one point.
You can't
So it's
avoid
just
it.
like the flu. It's not gonna go away ever.
Yeah. Even if, by the way, you do know how vaccine works, right?
This
Yeah.
is worse than the flu though.
No, it's the
It,
same
it
thing.
is, yeah, it
It's
is. But it's like
kind of the same. Kind of.
it
Yeah,
has similar.
it has a lot of similar features.
Yes,
I mean,
there
the
is.
symptoms are basically similar to it, but the only like main thing that kind of sucks about it is that you lose your taste. Supposedly, I don't know because I obviously I don't recall it too much. But apparently you do lose your taste,
And smell.
yeah, and smell. I mean, I think you probably lose your smell because of the whole the sniffling types of thing because it's like a flu. But nonetheless, you're gonna get it either way, even if you believe it or not. For one, if they make the vaccine, you do realize the virus is inside the vaccine, right? That's how a
Is it
vaccine works.
really?
Yeah, you do not know
Yeah,
how a vaccine
they put
works?
a dead vaccine
No,
in you,
actually,
a dead virus in you.
I don't
Dude,
watch the news.
oh, dude, it's not. This is. Oh, okay. Uh, you do. It's not the. That they never said it in the news, but basic knowledge. Every time they make a vaccine, they get a
Uh-huh.
piece of the virus or something like that, and they'll put it
That
in
one
the
is one.
vaccine. Yeah, I don't think that it's always like a dead one. I think it's just like a small amount. But like they give you like a small amount so that your body creates antibodies that fights against it. So whenever you get it again later, your body knows how to defend it. Doesn't mean it always
Okay.
works, but it just makes your
So
body
just
stronger.
so just like actually getting the virus is technically a vaccine.
Yeah, and yeah, so at that point, even if you get it, if you know how to deal with it, then you're fine. And by the way,
Because
just
So
if your
because you
body fought
get
it off
it,
before, it could do it again.
yes.
you're saying that the vaccine is deadly as
I
well
mean,
by
No, I'm
taking
not. I'm
it?
not saying that.
it
No,
no, it's
the
less
vaccine
deadly.
just a weaker version of the virus.
Yeah, it's just it's slightly weaker one.
That could help us, maybe, possibly.
It helps your body
It,
fight
it
it
helps
off.
you. It helps you.
So when you actually get it.
Okay.
Yeah. But the thing
Speaking
about
of the
that.
vaccines, did you guys hear that we might be getting one by next week?
Oh, really? Interesting.
Do we all have to take it? Do you know?
I think they're
It's
making a requirement.
it's gonna be optional because like viruses, vaccines are optional. I believe.
Oh, because
Just
of
like
But,
the COVID testing, it's
no,
optional.
no. Do you wanna know why they make it a lot of times they make it optional? It's mainly for religious beliefs.
yeah.
For real?
Yeah,
Uh,
in certain
you
religions
guys
they don't
gonna take
believe
it?
in modern medicine. But I think it's possible that they might make it mandatory though, at least for schools, for public schools.
Yeah, you can't attend a public school if you don't have your shot.
Yeah,
Which is I don't agree with that, but at the same time,
I'm
who am I to say what they can and can't do? You know?
Yeah.
yeah, and um, honestly, yeah, my thoughts of it, I believe that even if you do get the virus and stuff like that, you shouldn't really worry too much, unless you're a nasty ass person and you don't know how to take care of yourself. I am calling
Like
some
the
of you out.
person I saw at my store.
Also me. No, I'm kidding.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
No, actually,
Get out. Get
you
out.
take very good care of yourself, honestly.
Thank
Based
you.
on
Thank
my
you.
experience of how I
Yeah,
seen
you
you.
do.
Yeah, I exercise. I enjoy bike riding.
Um, but like a lot of the times, the reason why people don't like get through it too. I understand for adults and kids they can't get through it easily because they're immune. So they have a
Yes.
fair reason. But people that are like at a pretty decent age, if they were to die from it, it's mainly because one you didn't. It's mainly because you didn't take care of yourself. And I know you may say, oh, because the virus is that deadly. Let's be honest. Are you eating healthy? You're probably not. Are
Are
you
you
taking
eating
the right
McDonald's every
nutrients?
weekend?
Pretty much.
No, I'm eating Jack in the Box every weekend.
Okay,
Every day.
I'm sorry to tell
but
you this, Chris, but
yeah. I mean, do research. I understand some of you guys don't like to eat healthy. Do your research. They do have
that's
pills. They
I
do
want to
have
jump on what Kevin said, and I want
yeah
to mention that on these podcasts we do research before talking about the topic because we don't want to give you guys false information or
yeah
just
Yeah.
fake news. So we
yep
do our research and we give you guys the best information we could.
yeah.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, like my family, a lot of my families are more like naturalists, so it's they believe in like the herbal medicines. Um, we do go to, but we're not like full on act like naturalists. Don't think that. It's just that we believe in we do believe in some of the things that modern medicine does, but we also believe in some of the natural things, and we believe in that natural medicine actually could be better because it doesn't affect your body as badly. So, being honest, just have to say that. Anything you guys like to chime in on?
Just thoughts, opinions,
Yeah.
views, beliefs,
From what I have,
comments.
now I know, but if you guys wanna leave something in the comments on what you guys think.
Oh yeah, always. If we forget something, just leave it down in the comments below. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
And if you
it can help out
believe,
the
yeah,
viewers.
And maybe we can share it if it's good.
And
yes,
if we are wrong about a certain information,
call us out. Call us
correct
out.
us. You just
No, yeah.
correct us.
By all
Yeah.
means, we're not gonna get
Be
upset
nice
that you
about
call
it
us out.
though. Be nice about it.
We're not gonna
Oh
block
yeah.
you. We're not gonna ban you.
No, yeah. By all means, if you feel like if you can provide us with information that says that we said
Please
something
do.
wrong, by all
Yes, it would
means,
help us.
we're not gonna be like, oh, you
We're not
little
gonna bash
yeah.
you.
No, we're by all means, if we said something wrong and you had something to help prove us that tell us that we're wrong, then by all means we will learn from it and we will grow together. That's the whole point of
Yes.
talking about
We're
this
only human.
podcast.
We make mistakes.
Oh yeah, by all means we do.
We're family.
Yeah, we're all family.
here.
Even our followers, we consider you as family.
Yes.
But
We
yeah,
love you guys.
we love you. Um,
You
oh,
go to school.
yeah, yep,
Don't do drugs.
yep. Um, make sure to take your, make sure to be to take your
Take
vitamins.
your Flintstone gummies.
Drink plenty of water. Wash your hands. Okay, guys, that's a wrap up for the session. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The links for our media will be in the description below, and see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Take care.
Love ya.
Stay safe.